Hey, what's going on? This is Dylan with musicandmascara.com. If you don't know already, that's a podcast. There's a link to it below. We'll put one of those little gray things to some other episodes. This is just a little extra video to give us a little bit of a how-to on one of the subjects that we discussed in a recent podcast on musicandmascara.com, and that was how to start one of these things, how to even do a podcast, and how to do it on the cheap. And also how to do it where you don't have a bunch of gear and all kinds of stuff, because you've heard us talk about this before. If you wait too long and you like introduce a bunch of complexity to it, you'll actually never do it. So doing it really simply is really important. We've got this little microphone, an Audio Technica, and it has a USB jack on it. You can plug it straight into your computer. It also has another XLR that you could plug into a mixing board or something else more complicated as you grow into it. So you won't really outgrow this microphone. It's kind of cool. It's a entry to this whole thing that you won't ever outgrow, which is rare. So it's pretty cool. And then on the bottom of it also is a little headphone jack. So you can just plug a set of earbuds in there and you can hear yourself as you talk. The way this is going to work is we're going to plug this into either Windows machine or a MacBook or an iPad or anything, and you're going to be able to actually just hit a button and do either voiceovers for videos or be able to record a podcast. Literally sit down, open a program, hit a button, and be able to record a podcast. And it is that simple. That's the most important thing of all of this, is the simplicity of it. So here's what we'll do. I'm going to go ahead and become invisible, and then I'm going to walk you through real quickly the setup on a PC with Adobe Audition and on a Mac with GarageBand. Okay, so we're going to open up Adobe Audition. Go up to File, New, and then you're going to start a new sequence. Name it whatever you want. And then here's all the tracks. Don't get confused. Go up to Edit. Come down here to Preferences, General, and then you're going to go to Audio Devices. And then you're going to click the microphone on the input because you're speaking into it. And you can also pick it as the output so that you can listen to what you're hearing through the headphones in the microphone, because it's got a jack on the bottom. And then you're going to come up here and turn the record on for the track. So you should be able to see signal while you're talking. And then that little eye makes it to where you can monitor and hear what you're recording. And then you just hit record. And now we are recording with the microphone. And whatever we record is going into the computer, and you can see it there on the little red line. You can see my voice as I talk, and we just continue to talk and continue to talk and continue to talk, do whatever we want to do here, and the next thing you know, we have ourselves a podcast. All right, so GarageBand on a Mac is going to be similar. We're just going to start a new project. We're going to pick microphone. We're going to go up to our preferences here, and a Mac a lot of times will automatically just see what you plugged in already. But if not, this is where you'll find it, and you'll switch it over. Again, make sure that the input and the output are to the same microphone, and then you can just plug your headphones into the microphone and be able to monitor right from the microphone. I'm actually doing that right now, already making this voiceover, and it's awesome. And now that you've got the microphone plugged in, the next thing you know, you're podcasting and you're doing voiceovers and you're doing all kind of stuff. And it's really that easy. You just plug it in, make sure the computer has the right settings, and boom. It's really that easy. And boom, for like 89 bucks and software that you can just download, you are starting a podcast. Or using for iMovie, and you just have the same settings. For iMovie, for example, on a Mac or an iPad, you plug it in, have the same exact settings as you did for that other program for GarageBand, and you could do voiceovers for your videos. Same thing, you just hit a record and you're off and running. It is that simple. I know that's a bit of a quick and dirty video. If you want to know more or in more detail or more specifically or anything about this kind of stuff, make sure you put it in the comments to this video and make sure you check out our podcast on musicandmascara.com.